Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and it is Make It Monday day. Yay! Everybody loves Mondays. Well, they do now that we started doing Make It Mondays for sure. I have got an amazing bundle for you. Actually, this bundle was supposed to be next week, but the bundle that was supposed to be this week got pushed to next week, and this one got pulled forward. So I have got creative expressions for you today. And what makes a Make It Monday so amazingly fabulous? First, I think we're the only ones in the industry to offer anything like this, up to 80% off every single Monday, some amazing bundle. Just one bundle, but it is an amazing bundle. I have got Creative Expressions. It's at $99.25, but your price is $19.99. We always try to bring you a value, something between $80 and $100, and we bring it to you for just $19.99 every Monday when we have bundles that meet that criteria. So far we've been doing really good and we haven't missed one. I'm excited for today. I love some of the product, love, and can't wait to make a really simple, quick make for you. Now, if you're watching this for the first time and you've never heard of a Make It Monday event, welcome to your new favorite day for sure. If you are budget-minded, you like a deal, value, and you're okay with a die that might be a little bit older, or a stamp or a stencil that might be a little bit older, but not in your crafty arsenal yet, and you like the $19.99 value? Hello, that's what Make It Mondays are for sure. So I'm going to walk you through the bundle and show you everything that it comes with, then do a quick make with you, and then at the end I will say ready, set, go, and that's when I've turned the product on. So if you're watching this during the premiere, and you will notice that there's a live chat going on and it's Monday until I say ready, set, go, the bundle won't be visible on our site. But at the end of this video, I will say, are you all ready? Are you ready? And set, go. And then you will find it both in store and online. Yes, we have this bundle in store as well. So if $19.99 is your price point and you like $100 worth of product for $19.99, this is the day for you. Every Monday is the day for you. And next week I have a manufacturer we haven't seen in a little while for a Make It Monday, so I'm very excited about that too. All right, I'm going to tilt on down. We're going to get started for today. Like I said, the bundle is $99.25. There's only one bundle to choose from. It's on sale for $19.99. It is from Creative Expressions, and well, it's pretty magnificent, and what we're going to do with it is a whole lot of fun. Are you ready to see what you get inside? Me too. I'm going to tilt on down and we're going to get started for today. It's good to see everybody. Okay, down I go. And let me zoom on in. Oh yeah, zoom on in. And up. Okay, so first off, they're going to give you some pearls, just as a little add-on, because they used it in some of the samples. So we're going to have a few little pearls for you. Then we have this darling tree. So everything about this is like home sweet home and family, and love the tree, love the family, love the swing that hangs from it. You've got the tire and the swing that hangs from it. Great little tree. Then I have home tweet home. Cute little bird houses. Now this die alone probably sold for $19.99, but you're going to get everything else included in the bundle. So far I have two amazing dies. I have Where Life Begins and Love Never Ends. Family, where life begins and love never ends. And this not only has the main die, it has a shadow die to go with. And then the last die I have for you is a whopper. This is a background die, and it is intricate and it is beautiful, and I know this one sold for more than $19.99. I'm sure of that. So for your 20 bucks, you've got one, And this one's a Sue Wilson. 2, that one's a Sue Wilson. 3, that one's a Sue Wilson. 4 Sue Wilson dies and a set of bling. Now, if that's not holy smokes artichokes, well worth 20 bucks, I'm not sure what is. So today I'm gonna sit down, we're gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna pull a couple of the dies and use them, but I think I'm gonna use them in a way that maybe is a little different than you had expected. I'm gonna start with this one right here. And I've already pulled it out. I've got it right here ready to go. And they use this in beautiful samples and it cuts beautifully and you will see that in the samples. But today I thought it would be fun to maybe use it as a stencil. So I've shown how you can take and die cut and then use that die cut as a stencil. But I think today I'm just going to use the actual die as a stencil. I'm not even gonna die cut it at all. I'm gonna put my glasses on because I cannot see. Okay, there we go. So now I can see better. Hello, how are you? Down I go. I couldn't see for the life of me. All right, so I've cut a piece of paper and of course this is a chemically etched wafer die. You've got the ridges and the edges on this side, which allows you to die cut. But over here, you've got all of these fabulous openings. Now you could cut this and then take that die cut and make it into a stencil on its own. But I thought, what if we just tape this down and use it just as is? What if we just use the die as a stencil? Because there are oodles of dies out there on the market where you can use it just as a stencil. So let me tape it on down. Now I'm just using basic white paper. And I'm gonna bring over one of my little mats here. One of my blending mats, because I'm gonna be working with ink today. So this is a woodware blending mat. We'll include it in the Make It Monday, just so it's there for you. It retails for like $5.50. I've cut mine down. I actually think I threw mine away last week by accident. I can't find mine anywhere. I'm sure it's here somewhere. But we cut this one down so that one piece would give you either three different size mats, or you could just cut it in half and share it with a friend. So I'm gonna use this one today. And I love the blending mat. There's a whole reason behind it. Before, when I used to do ink, I would take my ink on my blending brush, and then I would tap off a little bit, and then I would come in. Now, instead of wasting my ink, I just tap right on my blending mat, which then allows me to go in and pick up the ink. Because this is a non-porous surface and I'm working with a dye-based ink, it doesn't dry on there. And then I can come in and start to stencil. Maybe I take some bubble gum too. So add some ink. Add some ink, and then I can pick them up, and I can come in and start to stencil. Literally right on top of my die. I'm not using the die as a die, now I'm using it as a stencil. And I can just, and see, I'm able to pick up all that ink. And I'm just kind of going all over the place. All right, I think I'm good. Let's pick up another color. How about the blue? So same thing. I'm gonna put some blue down. Ooh, that blue's beautiful. I'm gonna put some blue down. I'm gonna pick it up, and then I can come in and add some blue right over the top of my stencil, which is actually a die from Creative Expressions. And they've done a beautiful job die cutting it, but I thought how fun would it be just to use it as a stencil. And maybe you don't want to cut paper and make a paper stencil. Maybe you just want to take the die and have at it. So now I'm into my yellow. I might take some of that aquatic and add a little bit of that into that blue. And then maybe a purple. And then to get it off my little mat, all I use is a little bit of hand sanitizer. Maybe a little bit more of that aquatic. Okay, delivery's here. Ooh. Okay, should we see what we have? So all I did was stencil right over the top of my die. Ooh. And then all I have to do is literally wipe my die down. Little baby wipe. So I didn't use the die in the typical form. I didn't cut a piece of paper out with it, and I didn't grab my die cutting machine. They have done beautiful samples doing that. I thought it might be fun to change it up a little bit and use it as a stencil. So I'm going to set this over to the side for just a minute, and I am going to grab the Where Life Begins, Love Never Ends. I'm going to grab this die. So it's a 2-die set. You have the main die that has all the words, and then you have a separate die that would do a shadow for you. I'm going to cut that real quick. And I think I might cut it out of maybe a pretty blue. Let's bring this back over and let's grab some paper and see what I can find. So I've got my Sizzix cardstock out, and this is their big pack of 80 colors. And I think I'm just gonna sail through until I find a color that makes my heart happy. That blue is pretty. That's pretty. The purple looks nice. Okay, so let's pick a color. I grabbed 3 to choose from. I think I'm just going to trim this out a little bit just so I get rid of what I call the noise around the outside, so it helps me choose my color a little bit better. And we're going to trim this down a little bit more when we get to matting it. I think we might use this one. So I'm going to take this die and I'm going to cut it out of this paper. I'm not going to use the shadow right now. I'm just going to use the words. I'm going to bring over my Sizzix die cut machine. I've got my Big Shot sitting right here. This is a manual machine, 6 inches wide. It comes with your base plate and a solo shim. So both of these together allow you to do a wafer style die, and you can see why they call it a wafer style die. It's also known as a chemically etched die. And having these two will allow you to cut. Now this might be a little more intricate because the words are small, the letters. I can try and do it without a precision base plate, and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if it's gonna cut or not. This may be intricate enough that I need to add a precision base plate, but why not give it a whirl? I've got more of that paper and I might as well see. I'm gonna send it on through, and then because I didn't use a precision base plate, I know I'm gonna wanna just give it a slight rotate. And you're like, well, why do you have to rotate? Because everybody's machine, no matter whose machine you own, they all have their own unique sweet spot with the roller. And if you send it through and then you send it back and you don't rotate, if it didn't cut the first time going through, chances are it's not gonna cut the second time because it's hitting the roller exactly the same way. But if we rotate the die just a little bit, now it's hitting that roller that's in everybody's machine, and it's giving the opportunity for that die to cut a little differently, for that roller to hit it a little different. Now, I'm not sure if this is gonna go or not. We may need a precision base plate. I don't know. All we can do is try. And it looks good to me with no precision base plate. That little rotate can make the world of difference. So I didn't use a precision base plate at all. And I think I'm gonna cut it one more time, and I'm gonna cut it out of black paper because I wanna add a shadow. So I can do that. And while I'm here, I'm gonna cut the shadow as well, or the backing to it, so you can see the difference between the two. I've got enough room on my Big Shot machine. So the sandwich is your main platform, your base plate, your solo shim, your cut plate, your paper, your die, and then I'm going to put my do not cut plate over the top, and actually I'm going to use this one so I know it's my do not cut plate. And a do not cut plate's just a plate that you try not to cut into too much. It keeps the warpage down, lets everything go through your machine super easy. And I'm going to send it on through. Now my guess is that open die, that frame die, shadow die that I did right here isn't going to need to go back because it's an open frame die. Look at how easy peasy that cut. Anytime you have a die that is an open frame die, see I can put my hand right through it. Those are super simple to cut, but you can see this die's got a little bit more to it. So again, I'm just going to do that rotate 90 degrees, and I'm going to send it on back, and we'll see what we got. Nope, not right there. Didn't cut all the way through. Not on that E. Oh man, that's the only place it didn't cut was on that E. Think I can get it out? Oh, well maybe I'm wrong. Oh, well look at that. And this is 100-pound paper. So let's see if I can pop out all the little doodads and doohickeys. So a slightly heavier paper. The first paper I cut was 80 pound. That's the Sizzix paper. It is 80-pound paper. This is simply defined black, so it is a 100-pound black cardstock. But it cut fine. I just needed to be a little more patient. I'm so used to things just falling out all over. Ooh. I might save that because you can read the words. Okay, so I wanted to show you the difference between the two. So here I've got it in the teal. And here it is backed. Now I want to use this piece. So I don't know if I want it backed in that or not, because it kind of takes away from the prettiness of my stenciling. I cover up quite a bit of it. But if I take a secondary piece and I set it slightly off center, I should be able to achieve a shadow where it's going to help it pop just a little bit, giving a little more oomph to the words. I'm going to go through and make sure that I've popped all my things out. All my little fallouts need to come out. And then I'm going to take some sticky dots. So sticky dots are a simply defined product. There are hundreds and thousands of little sticky dots on here. They're great for your intricate dies. I was the first to do them. I'm no longer the first, but I do believe that my sticky dots, I think you'll find them to be a really, really good quality. Not that anybody else's isn't, I just know mine really, really are. I'm gonna give a nice press all the way down and over. You get 10 sheets for $10.99. Where you see there's no die cut, those sticky dots are gonna stay there. They're not gonna lift up. They're only gonna stick to the paper. That means I can come back and use those at a later date. And I could leave this in here for as long as I want. As long as until I pull it and use it, it could just sit in there and be happy. It's not going to cement itself down. It'll be ready to just pull up at any time. So now I have got sticky on the back. I'm gonna bring over my black one, and I'm gonna go just a little bit off center. Now the nice thing about sticky dots is you have time to work with it. You've got time to get it all lined up. You can pull them apart until it sets. Until it really sets, they're not permanent until they're permanent. So you've got a little bit of time to play. If we were doing this with Stacy tape, it would be over. My tape is super strong. And we would not have this opportunity to kind of get in there and line it all up. Now again, I'm just going for just a little bit of a shadow. Don't need it to be too much. But now I've added just a little bit of a shadow. And that gives me an opportunity for those letters to kind of pop a little bit. If I want to get a little bit more of a shadow, I just lift up. Let's see if I can get this wide a lift. There we go. And I'm just going to scooch it over just a little bit. So I have a little bit more. All right, so I've got, and I don't want it on black because black's really gonna weigh it down. It's gonna make it too heavy, and I wanted something light and bright and happy. So now I think I'm gonna take, I still have my black card bases here from Saturday's Saturday with Stacy YouTube class. Oh, that's not bad. I think I'm gonna cut this and cut this, and I'm gonna make a mat. So I've got a Sizzix black card base that I used in our Saturday with Stacy class. They were still sitting up here. So I think this is what I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna mat this on there. And I'm gonna go end to end. So I think I'm gonna go end to end. Not top to bottom, but end to end. Let's see if I can get it close. That's good. And maybe I take a little off the bottom, just so I have a little bit of that black reveal of the card. That looks good. Now I need to trim this down. And I have to decide what part of it I want to see. And do I want that going this way? Do I want it going that way? And I'm going to take a little off the bottom. I always, when I say that, I always want to say if I could just take a little off the bottom. So I'm going to be 55 years old in a few days, and I am right in the middle of, well, being 55. I haven't had my own personal summer yet, but boy, my metabolism has sure changed. They say that doesn't happen. I don't believe them. Now I'm going to guess. I'm going to hope I'm close. I took a little bit off the top. Oh, I can go a little bit more off the top. Oh, that's cute. Maybe I'll use that somewhere. So now I'm going to go side to side so that I just have a little bit of a black reveal. Just a little bit. If you want, you can have more of the black reveal. It's up to you. I just wanted a little bit. And then I'm ready to put that on. How about we put it all down? And I'm going to save these. Maybe I use those somewhere. So, wow, that's perfect. Stacy tape, please. And a little bit on this side. And a little bit on this side. And as you can see, I'm just tearing it. I don't have to cut my tape. And all double-sided adhesives are not the same. Score-Pal, great. Elizabeth Crafts, great. Scrapbooking Made Simple, great. Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, well, maybe not so much if you want your cards to stand the test of time. There's nothing wrong with Dollar Tree tape, but you want to use it for the right project. So if your kids are making something for school, that's a great place to put your Dollar Tree tape. If you're wanting to make a lovely wedding card for somebody, that might not be the place to do it. Okay, I'm down. Wahaha. Same thing here. Line it up. Little Stacy tape. So I went a little different with the die. Instead of using it as a die, I took it as a stencil. Look at your dies. See what you have. Maybe you don't own a lot of stencils because, well, you're not into stenciling that much. You want to do it every now and then, but not all the time. You should be able to flip through your dies, especially your background dies, and maybe pull those out and use them as a stencil. And you have the opportunity. You can either cut it and then use it as a stencil, and so use the paper, and that way you have a twofer. You'll end up having a stenciled image and the die cut left. Or you just use the die and forego die cutting it first. So we're getting there. So I have a little bit of reveal of black on the top and a little bit of it on the bottom, just so it ties into my main focal point. Then I'm going to take my sticky dots again. And give a good press. And pull up. Make sure my card is opening the right way. I've done that before. And put it on down. And I've made just a really fast, simple, cute card. And I could take these, since I have them, and just add them to the side. I think I'm going to take my sticky dots again. I cut them off, but why lose them? Or do I want them a little fatter? Could do them a little fatter too. They're almost close in size. But is anybody really going to notice if they're not exact? Like if you just took a trimmer, Stacy. I know, but what's the fun of that? So now I can put these almost anywhere. Especially like right along the edges where there's sticky dots that haven't been used, right up against the edges. Give a good press. Pull up. And zoop. And then let's grab the other one. And line it on up. These were just pieces I cut off. Like, well, we might as well use them and decorate the inside, right? And cut off. Zoop. Sound effects required here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. And now we have the front of our card. And now when you open it, you've got the inside too. So cute and easy. and totally different than the samples I have for you from Creative Expressions. I use the main die, not as a die, but as a stencil. Just put my paper right underneath it and pretended it was a stencil. And it came out darling and easy. And then I just did a simple shadow against my main die, my focal point, matted it all, took the little extras, put it on the inside because I could, and poof, I've got an instant finished card ready to go. That didn't take long at all. So the dies, again, in the one bundle, you've got the big one that I used, then the tree, then the birdhouses, and then the actual sentiment. Can you buy these open stock? No, it's only sold as the bundle. $19.99 gets you everything you see. No open stock, bundle only. And we made a darling card. Now I'll also go ahead and I'll put the white and black cards into the Make It Monday too, because I used the black. And I'll put the blending mat in there. And I'm trying to remember of everything I have to tell Elena. I'll go ahead and put the Sizzix pack, the 80 pack. This is their big pack of cardstock. It's a great pack of cardstock. If you don't have a whole lot of colors, but you don't want to buy a whole lot of colors, this is a great way to do it because you get 4 sheets of 1,000,000 colors that gives you more than enough to play with, but you're not heavily invested in, especially if you have a storage space. This is also, it's a great pack. It's 80 pound, it's A4 size, and we use it all the time. So I'll do that and the card bases, and I'll do sticky dots. We haven't put sticky dots. I'll do sticky dots. So I think that'll do. Oh yeah, we'll put a few extra things, but the main thing is the bundle. Now let me show you the samples that they did. And again, I went in a different direction. So Home Tweet Home. Now they used that background die. They used it as a die. White on white to almost look like it's an embossing element. So that's the same die I used to make here. Done with the little birdhouses, super cute. Look at this done in all of this. Oh my goodness, is that pretty? Oh, that's beautiful. That's almost like a wedding card. That's so pretty. And that's using the same die that I did. And they didn't use the shadow either. They just cut a larger piece, a larger circle, and they used some of the pearls to add as just a little decorative element. Really pretty. How about this one? This is beautiful. And you're like, but I didn't see that die. But you did see this die. You did. It came from the branches of the tree. Isn't that gorgeous? Is it Jenna? It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can't read her writing. I want to give her credit because these came from Creative Expressions, and this is absolutely stunning. Here too, I love the white on white. Craft paper in the back, but the birdhouse is all done on white. It's so pretty. Gosh, you could make that even a winter card. It almost looks like snow falling. Put them against a blue. This is beautiful. Have them as winter birdhouses. They're lovely. Here's the tree. You've got leaves that have fallen. So pretty. The little flowers come with. You're like, I didn't see the little flowers. Yep, right there. Look at how pretty is this. And another one that's beautiful. Again, taking branches from the tree, you've got the birdhouse, you've got a sentiment, and you've got that beautiful background that I was using today. So different than the way I used it, completely different. And then last but not least, again, there's that background die cut out of white paper put on black. Then you've got a black mat and you've got white for your sentiment. Totally different, but used the exact same product. The exact same two dies, and yet they're completely different. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fabulous samples for you. They'll all be in mine. Oh, and then I've got the wedding one. I mean, I don't know how you go wrong for $19.99 when you can do all of this and more. I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful set and gives you oodles of opportunity. And all of the samples will be on the website as well. So you can take from them, grab inspiration, scrap lift, however you want to do it. It's all waiting there for you. So when does the sale begin? I know, right? I know. Okay, so by this time now that I've scrolled up, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna turn the sale on. Thankfully, there's not very many things, so it won't take me long to click each of them on. I need to go click, click, click. We're not high tech. I don't have software that just says, poof, the sale's now on. But are you ready? Because I think it's time to say ready, set, go. All right, you guys, it is me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, saying welcome to today's Make It Monday event. $100 worth of Creative Expression Sue Wilson dies, $19.99. Oh, holy smokes, artichokes value every Monday for you, as long as we have a bundle. If we don't have a bundle, I can't do it. But I can't wait for you to see all the beautiful samples online, and by all means download them, take inspiration, scrap lift, which means copy. No problem, that's what you're supposed to do. Why, if you love this card, now maybe your colors might be a little bit different, but that's what makes it yours. Okay, the sale is on. The next time I see you will be Thursday for, I think it's our Spectacular Sizzix event. I'm pretty sure it's our Spectacular Sizzix Savings event where I bring you brand new exclusive product at value pricing, like brand new, like brand new exclusive product at value pricing. But enjoy the Creative Expressions $19.99 bundle. I think every one of these dies has a place in your crafty space because they are universal. They're dies that can be used again and again and again. They're non-theme specific, and you can see how they were able to take them and make so much out of them. All right, you guys, until then, I will see you later. Again, I'm Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye, everybody.